Hey guys, another little trailer reaction. Some big trailers came out this week. This is our reaction to Wonder Woman. None of us have seen this trailer as of yet, right? Have you guys seen it at all?
Nope.
No?
Coming in blind.
So coming in totally blind to this one. Scott, you didn't even see the original Wonder Woman, did you?
No.
Did you, Paul?
I did.
Okay, so you saw. What did you think of that? Did you like it?
Overall, I liked it. I thought it had some problems, but I thought it was.
Yeah, you did a review on it, didn't you?
Yeah, I honestly think it's the best thing that DC has put out in terms of a standalone superhero movie since they moved to this new attempt at a universe.
You know,
I think she's the only character so far that has landed for me.
I liked it. You know, there's a few scenes I remember from it pretty distinctly.
I thought the final boss battle was kind of lame.
Yeah, that definitely. That's when I hear people criticize that movie, that's usually the scene that is like the most criticized.
But I remember, at the time it getting like very stellar reviews, like 87, 88%. I just knew it was going to build to the DC universe, the Justice League, so I was kind of like, I wasn't super interested.
So, yeah, it was a pretty decent movie. I remember the scene with her crossing the battlefield and stuff. I forget the name of the line it was on, but it was a pretty awesome scene.
Yeah, there's a lot of pretty cool scenes. I loved the origin scenes and like the looks at the Amazonian civilization.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it definitely benefited from how easy. I think it's easier to make an origin film.
Yes,
because you've got all that material to pull for. You've got all those buttons to push. You get to kind of introduce the character. I guess we'll take a look at this and see if they're able to hold that interest.
Yeah. So this is it's a little bit harder to do a follow up. This is called Wonder Woman 1984. Which is, for some reason, people are obsessed with that year. It was AHS 1984. Of course, there's the Orwell 1984.
I'm telling
Wonder Woman 1984.
I'm telling you why. Like, it kind of sucks because I was alive and kicking around at this time. You know what I mean? And now this is the old timey time that people go back to. Yeah. It's like our 50s.
Remember the 80s?
Yeah. It's like, oh fuck, man. Oh god.
Dude, we gotta go open a fucking 80s diner. The time is now.
Yeah.
All right, so let's check it out. Wonder Woman 1984 official trailer coming out in 2020. None of us have seen it yet. Two of us have seen the original. One of us hasn't. Let's see what the fuck happens.
My life hasn't been what you probably think it has. We all have our struggles.
Have you ever been in love?
Okay. That's not a good sign. Kristen Wiig showing up is not a good sign.
Have you ever been in love?
You ever been in love?
I don't know.
Love. I don't really like her read on those lines either.
I don't like her read on most lines.
Well, I'm talking about.
Oh, you're talking about Gal Gadot's read?
About Gal Gadot's read there.
Yeah, it's a pretty weak read.
It was kind of like,
hey.
I don't know.
A long, long time ago. You?
So many times. Yeah, all the time.
Okay.
Oh, no.
How does it feel?
I'm getting bad vibes.
To treat me like you do.
Oh, no,
but
no.
it can be better. And why shouldn't it be? All you need is to want it.
You know what? If there's a big battle scene in a mall, I'm just gonna. I mean, I like that. I don't know. I want to see Wonder Woman fighting dudes in a fucking 1980s mall. That sounds kind of cool.
The problem with it,
there's no problem with it. Don't destroy this for me.
The problem with it, dude, is right now this is becoming like a trope. It's that it's an 80s movie. Everyone's at the mall. Some crazy shit's gonna happen at the mall.
Yeah.
And yet again, Stranger Things has done it, and they're kind of also aping the Guardians of the Galaxy, and they're doing it with Thor Ragnarok, which all borrowed heavily from Guardians of the Galaxy. So it's like they had that formula come out and work. It's almost like becoming rote.
I've seen some action scenes in malls before, but I've never seen one that actually lived up to the hype of the potential of that concept.
Well, maybe this could be the one.
So maybe this is the one that's gonna fucking do it. You know what I'm saying?
I will say that like the soundtrack is pretty disappointing. Like if you're gonna go for this 80s aesthetic, don't make it sound like a 90s remix of an 80s song. This sounds like the fucking Blue Monday or
I think this is the Orgy version.
Orgy, yeah. That came out in like fucking 96.
Right.
Like just play the original song. It'd be cool for a trailer.
Yeah, I think that's the Orgy version.
I mean, it sounds like
finally
it.
Having everything.
Where's the mall fight? No, go back to the mall fight. No.
I can save today.
All right. She's in a building.
Save the world.
What? Wait, what? He's alive? Is he a ghost? Is he a clone? Is this a dream?
I mean, we know why she's still alive because she's like death. She's like a fucking Amazon that ages at 1/10 the rate of everybody else or whatever the fuck.
Oh, dude, don't tell me. Is it gonna be like he's bad now?
Let's see.
Are they gonna go with that?
No. I take what I want in return.
All right.
Everyone will see.
All right. So what's the plot? Is there a plot? No.
Bad guy does bad things.
Why is he alive again? There's no explanation for that.
No.
Just got to see the movie to find out, I guess.
Yep.
You know you need to do that.
Yeah, I'm not really getting it.
Nothing good is born from lies. And greatness is not what you think.
What's
All art.
It seems like there's got to be a pretty fucking weak storyline if they're not going to give us even a taste of what it is and just fucking throw a bunch of cool visuals at us.
Yeah, like it's gonna go all over the world.
Which, admittedly, some of those visuals are cool and all, but they're not even giving us a smidgen of what this movie's actually fucking about.
It's a popcorn flick, dude. It's a turn your brain off movie. It's pretty clear they're just bringing back whatever's popular from the last one. So, I mean, I wouldn't have high hopes for it, but maybe I'm wrong.
Chris Pine is back to life in the 80s for some reason.
Yeah, somehow he's alive and pretty much the same
I hope he
age.
dies again. I hope he fucking dies again, god damn it.
That's just a trash can.
It's just a trash can. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, he doesn't get it.
Modern art, dude. Just
Doesn't get
fucking that might be even worse.
I feel like I can't even really be objective about superhero movies anymore.
You're just
because
done,
I'm
you're just
so,
done with it in general.
I'm so done with them. It's been 10 years of literally nothing but, and I've seen everything that they're showing me here a million times in other movies. That truck flip has been done in every fucking film.
And you know
since
what?
the first
Can you
one.
go back to the truck flip, TJ?
And then you know when
Does that look
every movie has a truck flip in it now.
Well, you know who did it with DC? It was Chris Nolan.
right, and he did it with he actually flipped a fucking truck.
He flipped the truck.
That's not you didn't actually flip a truck. You CG'd some bullshit.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like a cut rate fucking movie, and you can already tell that. It's like they've just taken all the shortcuts. They've just taken the same formula. Oh, what's ever popular from the last one, we're going to do again. And it's just so disappointing to see something that people obviously have come
Is
to
she
love.
gonna wear some like wing bullshit at some point? I guess.
It just.
Am I supposed to be like, yeah, she's gonna have wings?
Like, I haven't
stuff.
seen the first one, but I can almost already tell you all the shit that's popular from that movie because it's all in this one.
Wow. I don't know, man. That looks
just
like
done
shit
with him.
to me.
And what's
I'm
the
done
villain?
with him, and-
What's going on with that fucking villain? He's just like, I am creepy. It's like, what is that? You're a villain now because you act kind of creepy?
That's usually a good sign as to whether or not you're going to have a decent fucking superhero flick. Like if they dance around who the villain is, you know he's just an afterthought.
Well, let me ask you this, Paul. Since you don't like the genre at this point, you're just done with it.
It's not the
What would get you back into the as a movie going motherfucker? What's going to get you in that seat again?
Different perspectives
to see a superhero movie.
movies like Joker.
Right, well, that's true.
Like
We did see
different,
Joker.
right? And I think that it's a good example of how they can still do a superhero movie, but not have it be one of these big MCU style action spectacles, which is exactly what this is. I defy anybody to tell me how this differs in any way from one of their fucking standalone films in the MCU. They're just giving us the same thing. It's been a decade now.
But it's the
Yeah.
DCU
And
now.
the genre is not pushing any kind of boundaries. There's nothing in this fucking trailer that I haven't seen 10 times before in another fucking superhero movie by this point.
What do you you think they could make a good Wonder Woman follow up, or you think that
they
it should have
could.
just been a one and done?
Do I think they could? I don't know at this point. I think if they could, they would. They don't have. They're out of ideas for this shit. They really think there's in a fucking genre so diverse as being based on comic books,
Right.
which had different tones, different art styles, different ways of representing action. That's what typified fucking comic books for me when I was into them.
And it really
when
does,
you read a different
yeah.
book, you were seeing a different way of things playing out, different characters with different motives, different scales. Sometimes you have this very intimate little adventure in a book, and sometimes it was galaxy spanning. And now it's just this. It's bad guy rise, superhero get new powers, go bash bad guy, win,
We've already seen it with Captain Marvel. We saw this.
And this really does feel very Marvel-y for a DC movie.
That's what I'm saying. We've seen, we've seen the success behind Captain Marvel now, the original Wonder Woman that kind of all kicked off. So, dude, this movie's going to do really well because has the female empowerment angle. She's the female superhero. The movie's all about her. She's the lead role. And I think it's just going to do really well based on that. And
I'm sure it will.
And that's all you kind of need at this point. So I think the paper thin plot, which we've already seen, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And that's the ultimate thing. If it doesn't matter, then it's going to do well. But the thing that I, like Paul said, what's going to get you back? The Joker did get Paul back. It got a ton of people back. It made over $1 billion. This is going to probably be the law of diminishing returns. Maybe it does better, but I don't really see it as being based on this. I'd rather see the first Wonder Woman than this one, if I had to choose.
I mean, and it's just, there are ways, look at what the character development is in this. They show it to you at the beginning of the fucking trailer. It's the ham-fisted interview segment with Kristen Wiig, where she gets to talk about how she feels about, watching everybody she knows dies and if she'd ever been in love and shit.
So let's see.
So forced.
So the reaction to this so far, 98% like it here. There's different places where it is 96, 97, 98, 97, 96, 99. So people love this fucking trailer. Once again, we're just am I living in a different fucking reality or some shit?
No.
Why are people liking this? What's resonating about these fucking dog shit trailers?
I got to be honest with you. It's
how the fuck are you guys not sick of this shit yet? You know what I'm saying?
Because there's a lot of quality films in the MCU. They had a really cool aesthetic, and it was cool, and people are just willing to accept the same thing. And it's happened in pretty much every fucking decade. There's been some kind of fucking cinema that's dominated the way things look. And this one's has been this, and it's just not, people aren't sick enough of it to quit giving their money to it. And I don't know if they ever will be. That's the sad point of this is I don't know how many times I'm going to see this movie. You know what I mean? The same fucking movie with the same arc for the fucking people that are in it and the same spectacle action scenes that are 99% CGI. I don't know how many times I'm going to watch that movie because it doesn't show signs of stopping.
And there's so many interesting graphic novels out there that to say I don't think the genre is tapped out, but what they're fucking doing with it is tapped out and is played out. I agree with you. It's there's so many more interesting different perspectives and storylines and complex characters you could take from not just from the DCU and Marvel universe. There's so many. And it's just it's just being woefully wasted on making the same film over and over again, the big superhero action spectacle. And I think that has a place in and obviously this genre, but I don't think it's not the penultimate part of this genre, and it's really just missing all the complex and smaller stories that can be told, and it's just in favor of what? Just the same spectacle over and over again. It lands less and less each time.
It stopped landing for me a long fucking time ago. I kind of begrudgingly finished up the Avengers franchise. I'm glad I did because I ended up liking the movie. But,
I agree. Yeah, I did like it. The last two movies. Yeah.
By the time that was wrapping up, I was like, okay, I'm done with this fucking angle on things. Fully.
Yeah, I think that was. To me, it was the wrap up. I haven't watched any of the movies since then. I didn't see Homecoming. I didn't see whatever the fuck else has come out. And I didn't even think I was done. But I just after that storyline had wrapped up, I'm like, okay, cool achievement. And I really just wish, and I know a lot of people don't agree with me on this, but I really just wish they would have gone away for a little while. Let us get nostalgic about it. For all these companies that rely so heavily on nostalgia, you'd think that they would realize they could use it to their advantage by just taking it away from us for a little while, Yeah. But
no.
Whatever.
It was like when Lord of the Rings came out, and then we had all these fantasy movies. But you know what? Fantasy movies have died down, and it's so you know what? When another big fantasy film comes out, maybe there'll be excitement around it.
I'm hoping it's sci-fi, honestly. Sci-fi or
dude,
horror.
I would love for sci-fi.
I'm ready for a change, man. I want to see that big cultural shift again because this fucking superhero shit has got me weary. I'm just done.
I'm starting to feel you.